It's a beautiful night for baseball in Pittsburgh. The Pirates and the Detroit Tigers. A look across the Roberto Clemente Bridge. Middle game of the three-game series, and boy, the great one. Can you believe he was born 92 years ago today? We'll talk a little bit about Roberto Clemente coming up, but I want to talk about the Pirates and the Detroit Tigers. Greg Brown along with John Wayner and Dan Potash will be reporting from the sidelines, and we got a chance to see the lineup earlier today, and we're excited by the fact that Oneil Cruz has returned. It's been a long journey. His return comes tonight, an impactful bat for the Pittsburgh Pirates.
No doubt the offense has been a little inconsistent without Oneil Cruz, and we know with his skills how he can impact the game when he is on. Well, over 2 months without Oneil in that lineup, and they kind of, held on there for a little bit till a couple other injuries in the offense really struggled. But nice to see when you look at what he did over the course of the year before he got hurt. You can see what he does. He impacts the baseball. He has the third best bat speed, hits the ball hard, obviously runs fast, and he has one of the best arms in baseball. So certainly we're looking for him to help this offense.
That OPS against lefties, 868, a righty on the mound tonight. His overall OPS, 822, among the league leaders in a lot of the power categories. 14 homers, 44 RBIs going back to early June. Talking about the offense, it's got some help from guys like Rafael Flores, who's in the lineup again tonight, and Flores has had a really strong homestand.
Yeah, this guy, he's shown he has some pop. He can hit the ball out of the ballpark, and you got to credit him too as far as winning 2 games against lefties over the weekend in the Red Sox. Miami, he got hot towards the end right before they came back to Pittsburgh. 2 homers his last 2 at-bats. Hit this opposite field home run, his first at-bat of this homestand. And he's just continuing to collect hits, and as he continues to collect hits, we're going to see his name in the lineup.
Yeah, either at first base or behind the plate. That's where he is tonight against the Detroit Tigers. Drive to right. Well, he hits that one. Brett Callahan, his first major league home run off Braxton Ashcraft. Gives the Tigers a 1-0 lead in the 5th inning. His 3rd big league game. Talk about a stunner.
Well, the one thing, Braxton Ashcraft, he will continue to challenge, and he throws a lot of pitches in the zone. Every now and again, somebody's going to catch up. Callahan, when you're throwing that hard, it's hard not to.
High drive, right center field. Welcome back. Cruz missile time. He didn't miss that one. The Pirates have missed him, and it's 2-1.
Boy, that's a sight to see. It's been a minute. Oneil Cruz, you always wonder. I'm literally thinking to myself, how long does it take after you're off for 2 months? You got some rehab at bats, but how long does it take?
He's got the welder's mask back on. Been a while, as you said, been a minute. June 2nd. Last home run, and Mangum decides to create some mayhem following the home run.
Yeah, he had a curveball he was out in front of, I think on the 1-0 pitch. Gets another one here, pretty much the same location, not out in front this time. I guess he figured, hey, he just threw me a good fastball to hit. I missed it. He's not going to do that again. Well, maybe he's sitting on that curveball, who knows, but he stayed back on this one. And just a moonshot.
422 feet.
From Montero.
That's ripped down the line in left field. That's a fair ball. Unfortunately, it goes out of play for a book rule double, but it's 2nd and 3rd and nobody out.
Yeah, after 2 fastballs. 96-96, he goes back to that breaking ball again. That's the pitch that O'Neill Cruz hit out the right center. He leaves one up middle into Flores, and he's right on time. Just fair and just over that wall.
Breaking for the plate. Here comes Mangum, and he is out. No, the ball dropped. Safe. Although, don't know if Mangum actually hit home plate. The way he was getting up to kind of mosey over toward home as if to sneak and step on home plate, he may be out. And I think he might know it, and they're going to challenge.
Yeah, you look at the catcher Valencia, looked like he blocked the plate. There you see, he blocked the plate.
He never touched home.
Never touched
Detroit
him.
is challenging the safe call at home plate.
This manager's challenge presented by Mazda. And the ball's dropped, but Mangum, knowing he didn't touch home plate, tried to kind of casually, as if nobody would notice, maybe walk over and step on home, but Valencia, just in case, did tag him once he found the baseball.
And now the other question is, the ball hadn't arrived. It's hard to tell if the ball arrived in time. Look, there's no sliding lane. He doesn't have the ball, and
although
there's nowhere for Mangum to touch.
That rule changes though with the infield in. You're allowed to block it. So I think he's going to be out. He gets up. I think if he gets up real quick and dives toward home, but
it's a little short hop, and now Jake Mangum can't know that the ball was dropped, and then he tries to realize it.
Looks like Tigers are going to get an out here at the plate after all.
There's no question that he doesn't come anywhere near home plate. He's even trying to reach back.
After review, the runner failed to touch home plate and was tagged by the catcher. Therefore, the runner is out. The call is overturned. Detroit will retain their challenge.
'30th pitch of this inning from Montero. And a base hit. Oh, how big is that? Spencer Horwitz, the 2-out single. 3-1 Pittsburgh.
He's so good with 2 strikes. He gets a change up here, and he just stays back. He's shortened up. That pitch is off the plate away. And not trying to do too much, just up there trying to protect. Able to go out there and get good wood to it.
So that's how remarkable these games have been. And there's a great job by Brian Reynolds ripping that single following the double play to make it 4-1.
And we were talking earlier about Brian Reynolds and trying to stay inside the baseball. Here, he stayed inside the baseball. What a nice swing this is. A fastball 95, it's inside. And when you're inside the baseball, you're hitting line drives to left center field. If you come around it, you're probably either...
Struck him out, Mason Montgomery. The 2-2. Look at this. 100. Just blowing them away. Ground ball. Second base. Scoops. Throws. Ball game. Raise the Jolly Roger. What a performance. Ashcraft, Montgomery, O'Neill Cruz. 4-1 Pirates.
Improved offense.
Yep.
Be good off the mound. Go deep into the game. 6+ In this case, 8 tonight, and then get it to your bullpen.
Time for the North Star Chevrolet Buick and TMC star of the game, Braxton Ashcraft. Follows up his complete game masterpiece with another 8-inning brilliant performance. 1 run, 5 hits, 80 pitches, 61 for strikes. He goes to 13-5 on the year.
13 wins. Think about that. He's thrown 17 innings and has averaged fewer than 10 pitches per inning in 17 innings. It's incredible. And I think early, if we had a bigger lead, he probably would have got the 9th and gone back-to-back complete. It was just that easy for him tonight.
Been 14 years since a Pirates pitcher has done what Ashcraft has done his last 2 starts. We go down to Dan Potash.
All right, what a game for this guy. How about this guy tonight? Better yet, how about this guy in his last 2 starts? All right, what you've been able to do. A complete game in 8 innings. Oh, just get it over with. All right, we've seen better, but okay, we'll let it go. A complete game and followed by 8 innings. Oh boy, I'm sorry, I'll move aside. Hey, you know what? Put it this way. He's been so hot the last 2 starts, you can't cool him off. All right, complete game followed by 8 innings. No Pirate pitcher has done that since A.J. Burnett in 2012. Now, I know after your outing last week in Miami, you said that you kept telling yourself, it's my game, I started it, I wanted to finish it. What were you telling yourself tonight in the 7th and 8th inning?
Same thing. As starters, you know, we want to go out and finish the games that we start. Just buying into that mentality, trusting Flo back there and the guys in the field, and, you know, good things happen.
To say you were efficient tonight would be an understatement. Several innings pitched where you had fewer than 10 pitches thrown. What pitches were working tonight?
You know, it was different every inning. Flo did a great job of setting lanes and, you know, just trying to stay over the plate and force swing decisions. So, I can't pinpoint a one pitch, but, you know, everything was a joy to throw.
Second straight game that you've worked with Flores. What kind of chemistry have you developed very quickly?
Yeah, it's great. You know, I think that we see the game very similarly. You know, so when you're able to do that and you're able to look at things, looking at bats, look at hitter swings, being on the same page allows for strong conviction in pitches, and that's what we're looking for.
Before I let you go, how nice was it to see O'Neill back in the clubhouse and in the starting lineup? And how nice was it to see a cruise missile go 422 feet into the seats?
Yeah, we've been missing that. You know, it's nice to see him in the clubhouse, nice to have him in the lineup and know that at any chance there's going to be a lot of damage done. So looking forward to the games to come and playing Bucktober.
Braxton, congrats on your 13th win. Well done.
Thank you.
Braxton Ashcraft. En fuego, gentlemen. En fuego.
Oh, incredible. Braxton Ashcraft, the 8 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, 80 pitches, 61 for strikes. He goes to 13-5.